The Georgia Association of Educators represents teachers, counselors, and many other school workers within the state legislature and state agencies on educational issues.
That's exactly right. The association is not in favor of a change proposed by Governor Dill to change parts of the Every Student Succeeds Act. Well, here to explain their position, we have the president of the Georgia Association of Educators, Dr. Sid Chapman.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
So kind of talk to us about that.
First, thank you for having me here.
Thank you.
Well, with the Every Student Succeeds Act, ESSA, as it's known, took the place of No Child Left Behind.
Okay.
And there was a large collaborative group, advisory group in the Department of Education. I sat on that group and, with assessment and accountability. But when it was sent in, at the very last day, the governor said, no, we don't. He wanted more testing for kindergarten, 1 and 2nd grade, which we feel is ridiculous. And so our plans were sent on to Washington without his blessing, but he sent a letter. We think that's a little. How do you do standardized testing to K and
that
2?
age,
But his idea was that would raise the scores just too much, and so. A little strange thinking, though, you know, that you want to keep those scores low. So that's been one of our concerns all the way along, that these schools are really not failing, just like struggling, and they need community help. And with all of the cuts that, you know, we've had $9 billion of austerity cuts over a decade, and so we've lost social workers, counselors, psychologists, and then there's the healthcare issue that needs to, in the community, partnering with dental, hunger, poverty. So much more that we need to focus on other than a standardized test.
Where does that stand now? I know you said that you sent it on along without the governor's blessing. Is that something that he can override, or does that go to a vote? Or
it goes to the National Department of Education,
okay,
so the federal department. So who knows what's going to happen?
So they have your recommendation, your association's recommendation.
Well, it came from the Department of Ed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I know you've always got your hand in a lot of things. What else is the association involved with right now?
Well, of course, we're concerned with the funding, and then, like I said, these waivers that you have large class sizes. You want teachers to perform, but you have the waivers in schools that they have 35, 45 kids in one classroom. Can you imagine that in any grade? Yeah. And so that's hard for one person to do, and there's cuts in support staff, and we've got to get those austerity cuts back in. You've got to invest in public education because it's the bedrock of the society. And, of course, you got a new superintendent here, and she's doing a great job, and people are excited that things will pick up around, and so we're looking forward to that.
And then retirement, is that something you look at?
Well, there's always that threat of getting in with the teacher retirement system, because the state employee retirement system was changed to a guaranteed contribution, where the teacher retirement system is a guaranteed benefit. Right. And so there's also a COLA a couple of times a year. Well, ever since the employee retirement system changed some years back, more like with the market or what have you, there's a big pot of money in all of these. And so if the state can get their hands on it and do other things with it, so that's something that we, it's one of our best recruitment tools, is for folks to come in and stay and retire with a decent pension. The average life of a teacher now in the classroom is 5 years. If you get them past that 5 years, they'll stay. So that's when you keep cutting all the, large class sizes and all of this paperwork and these ridiculous evaluations, and then you're not going to have a good retirement, then, it becomes very problematic for recruitment and retention at the very best.
A lot going on, not only in the classroom, but just in the careers with teachers as well. I know you can't say a lot about this, but might you be planning a run for state school superintendent?
It has been rumored. Yes, I can confirm that I am a candidate for a state school superintendent next year. So invite me back.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for being here today, and good luck with the run.
All right, thank you.